That was perfect timing. Thank you for subscribing again, Ergo, for 19 months. Woo, that's crazy. Man, we've really been doing this streaming thing for a while. That's really cool. I hope that you're doing well today at work. I hope it's going okay. Take a little sippy. I was a little late starting, even though I was really ready. Aw, you're really cool. Oh my gosh, also 19 months. Revenants, you blow my mind with how amazing you are. Ergo, you're amazing too. But Revenants, you're not married to me. You have no reason. So thank you for also subscribing as long as you have. You're an amazing friend and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. How are you, by the way? How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. Aw. It's for friendship, which makes my heart really happy. So thank you. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing alrighty. I like especially alrighty righty. But yes, all the love to you, my friend. I want to subscribe to everybody because you're all so amazing. And one day I really hope that I can do that financially because I really want to. But that being said, I was all prepped and ready to start the stream like at 3:30. I was like, okay, I have everything ready. I have everything on. We're good. And I went to go do some stuff. And my friend told me that this person that she was talking to ended things with her and things were going really well. And so I feel really bad for her. And so I was like distracted with my thoughts because I was like, oh my gosh, just like, why is the world like this sometimes, you know? But I hope that things will get better for my friend. And I hope that if anything like that is happening to anybody out there that is listening right now, or later on, you're worth it and you're amazing. And no matter how many times you might go through the dating scene, no matter how many times you might, get rejected just in life or, for whatever thing, you're worth it. And I know it's hard to believe it, but it will get better eventually. And that just means that when the day comes, when that time happens, it'll be even more important, even more impactful. And if you need anything, I'm here for you too, as best as I can be. And I hope that I can be there for her if she needs me as well. So I might get a little distracted keeping an eye on my phone just in case, depending. Aww. But yeah. But you know what? Life discussion out of the way for a moment. It's Ace Attorney time. We've been away from this for a hot minute, and I had to think about where we were. So I hope you can appreciate my pun in the description. Luke at me. Because I remembered that's where we were. I was like, oh, that's right. We're in the trial, and we're going to be with Luke at me. And I really hope I can remember how to do that weird... No, it wasn't a weird voice. I think it was just annoying. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get into this case because I love this game and I love these characters, and Luke at me is such a nut. So this is such an interesting case. I'm very excited. And thank you for the fart, Ergo. To you too. And I appreciate that you think that those words from before were good. So thank you for that, Rev. But yes. So if we need a little escapism in our life, let's do it with some Ace Attorney right now, shall we? Let's get back into the swing of things. Let's do it. And can everybody hear everything okay? Since I have a couple people in here, just wanted to double check and make sure. Because I remember that one time I found out at the very end of the stream that the Ace Attorney music wasn't playing at all. Like the game sound was off and I was like, no! let's see. I think your desktop audio is muted in Streamlabs. Desktop audio. Huh. Let me see. Okay, this is probably me being dumb, ergo. You know how I am with technology. But yeah, the audio input is good. And the microphone is on. Oh, I see. The fart didn't play on stream. So, like, you can hear the game, though. Hang on. Let me just do that. Like, can you hear the game? Because, like, not that the first one in the sound mixer. Let me see if I can find that. Again, I am... Sound alerts... No, there's no sound except your voice. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Scuff stream. Okay, here's the audio input capture. Okay. Rev. Well, I appreciate that you like just hearing my voice as well. But the Ace Attorney stuff is so lit. Like, if we hear Steel Samurai, we gotta jam out to it, right? Okay, so, okay. I'm looking at... Oh, God. I'm looking at all this going, oh, I don't know what this stuff means. Oh, shoot. Okay, so the first thing in the sound mixer says desktop audio. Is that muted? Okay, hang on. So you keep saying sound mixer. Hang on, because I'm looking at what says audio input capture. So let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find sound mixer. Or do I just maybe have to do like the... Hang on. Where the microphone volume and stuff is. Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, when I'm looking at that, I see headphones, microphone, headpat, theme, audio, and PRP live. Yeah, the audio... Yeah, I see that it's not... Here, do I need to look at properties? Hang on. Audio. Digital audio interface. Is that it? Yeah, the first thing in that list. Is it muted? Oh. All I did was I unclicked the thing that said headphones and high definition audio. Is that it? Hang on, let me see if that was it. Because we got Maya saying, hey, Nick. Okay, I unmuted it. I unmuted the headphone thing. Was that all it was? Maya, is something wrong? Oh, Maya, everything is wrong. We got sound, you believe, Rev? Did I do a basic thing right? Yay! We can hear the game! If you want to try doing a sound alert, let me see if that fixes that too. Maya, we may have fixed the wrong. Objection! Did you hear it? Because I heard it. It was beautiful.
Donkey!
Thank you for playing the donkey one, Rev. We got sound. Yay, it works. Woo! Excellent. Okay. Thank goodness. I was going to say, I was starting to sweat there because I am very not good with technology at all. Like, I don't know. When that big grid showed up, I was like, I don't know what to click. So that made sense. Okay. Yeah. I get it. Phew. Okay. Scuff stream over. Let's get down to business, shall we? Oh, sorry. I thought that was Maya saying that. It's actually Phoenix. What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy.
Also, you know what else is crazy? Grezy didn't know to unmute the headphone button. Isn't that weird? I may be a country bumpkin, but even I knew that. It's okay, Maya. I'll take it. Oh, so check out this mask-to-mask glossy I bought. You bought this? Where? See, if we didn't have the sound, you wouldn't get to hear that cool sound. Here, I'm even going to make the music a little louder. Is that Ergo? Ergo, is that you? Are you mask to mask? Do 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 do. Oh, it's such a bop. I love it. I love it so much.
From the little tents in front of the courthouse, they have all sorts of things for sale.
You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Oh, is this our boy Ron? Is this Ronnie? Come on, I'm guilty! Throw the book at me!
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me!
He's at it again.
I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you? Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please! Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to it at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Oh, well, you see, actually, the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. It's him. It's him. Guys, Godot is here. So, I think this is our first time with Godot. Which, I mean, indicated by the question marks over here. Yeah, it's Coffee Dude! Oh, I'm gonna try to do my best. I cannot give him a deep enough voice, but I will do my best. Love his mask. It's really cool. Anyway. Well, what about the prosecution? You prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Why are all the prosecutors so mean to me? Seriously, that one lady has a whip, and then you're already being a butt, and Edgeworth, well, I mean, Edgy's in his name. I'm already tired. Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I am not. The trial just started, my God, man. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Thank you, Virus and Threat Protection, for telling me you didn't find any threats. That's good to know.
Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
He's the one that Detective Acme was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. Revenants called you Coffee Dude. Everyone knows that you love coffee, apparently. We haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, I know, I do too. I love this song also, Rev. It's so jazzy.
What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before.
I mean, you can't lose if you've never done anything, right? You know, like you can't win or lose something you've not done before. It's blank slate.
Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
See? He said it too.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? Cosplays every day. No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. Oh! Cut me to the quick! That was deep!
This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick.
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh?
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. I mean, you mispronounced Mr. Wright's name. I just thought we were going for that. But anyway.
Right, Rev? Everyone's name is wrong.
Opening statement. Those things are not fit. Oh, opening statement. Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it?
Phoenix, you're not even gonna try to tell him that he's calling you Trite. You know that's an insult, right? Good on you, Feeny, for being the better man, but still.
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? Yeah. Well, this is starting to get as interesting as my soaps. Anyway, let's hear from the first witness.
It's Gummy! What would his name be wrong? Oh god, I immediately just thought of, like, Dumb Shoe, because he's kind of dumb sometimes. I'm sorry, Gumshoe, I don't mean it. You're wonderful. We love you.
My name is Dumbshoe. No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. And Grezy is totally not stalling because she knows that for some reason, she always has a hard time starting Gumshoe's voice. Once she has it, she's good. But when she's starting it, that's the problem. Yes, sir. Oh, did we find it? I think I found it. All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. I'm breathing real heavy. I ran all the way from the bathroom. Okay, Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his M.O. to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is Lupin the Third, right? Right? No? Mr. Godot, what are you? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee.
I'll agree with you about the bitter part. That's why I don't drink it. But I mean, hey, more for you, Godot. You don't have to deal with me crowding the coffee pot.
I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well. It's only coffee after all. There better not be any gin in there.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Take that as your cue, Phoenix. Go grab a drink. Grab a martini.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. All we can do now is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn.
Master Mask is a master thief. I already said all this.
Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning?
Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zavari, author on thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves?
I think he probably meant to say authority.
The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. We're going to ignore the fact that that's not usually the case.
It's easier when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Of course we're going to press harder. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh?
You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is.
But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Who's this person? Zavari. Sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. Can we also just put in the fact that if this is anyone's first time, Grezy totally didn't get the pun for way too long when she first played this game years ago? She looked at Luke Atme's name and went, "What's the pun?" It's Look At Me. Anyway, I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? I guess he's not at all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me, even now.
Oh, he's so confident, huh? Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards?
Yeah, of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Atme stopped Mrs. Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. They're scratch and sniff.
I'm sorry. I apologize in advance if the snorting is annoying. I just thought it was funny. Anyway.
We're not releasing that information to the general public. Smells like green apple. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh?
Oh, Feeny, come on.
Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Get me?
Wow, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme.
Art pieces. Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tier of Eman.
Oh God, why am I so bad? I want to say Eminem.
The tier of Eminem, you know, the rapper.
Tier of Emanon. I'm just gonna say Emanon.
Tier of Emanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora.
Oh gosh, words are hard.
Crown of Bongora. Got it the first try. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Mijena, sir. Yep, I'm not doing that one again. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait. Oh, god damn it, I gotta do it again. Portrait of Mijena and returned it to the museum. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he could have gotten some underworld connections.
Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal.
No, all these voices. Hang on, I gotta take a sip. I'm already losing, Gumshoe. Alright.
First of all,
there we go.
There's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since the robbery seems to fit all those conditions, that's right, it means that Master Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn.
But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask.
But...
Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself.
So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it...
Maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it.
Alright. Time for Grezy to go look at what our actual things are. Oh god. Buttons. There we go. Okay. It's me. I'm an attorney. The Magatama. Okay. The poster for the treasures of the crane exhibit. Oh, oopsies. I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Oh, why am I like this? Okay. There we go. The statue of the founder of the crane. Moved the night of the crime. What are the treasures of Crane Village? Supposedly priceless. Has no monetary value. A zing! That's what we need. Okay. So we need the urn. Okay. The most precious art pieces. Oh, is that so? Do you think so?
BAM! Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, if it's about the weird red thing behind my ear, it's a pencil. I know it looks weird, but it's a pencil, all right? Everyone always asks, what's that behind your ear? It's a pencil. Also, what? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after. It's only worth 2 cents. That's right, Revenants. It's only worth 2 cents. And a lot of sentimental value. So in that regard, Maya, it is priceless. Just not financially. I understand. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask to Mask, or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Coffee. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. A fake. Fake to Mask?
Fake to Mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Right, who's passing him the coffee? Who do we think is passing him the coffee? It could be a bailiff, or maybe it's Pearls. No, she wouldn't be over there doing that. Trying to think, who else might it be? Well, Gumshoe's on the stand, so it's not Gumshoe, but I'm sure when Gumshoe's not on the stand, he's the one who has to do it. That would make sense. I don't know. Maybe he has an automatic coffee dispensing machine that just like throws him the coffee. He's got like a coffee robot. That's probably what it is. That or no. He has like ESP, but it's only for coffee. That's it. It only works for coffee. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. It looks like I'm going to have to prove it. And it looks like Grezy's gonna have to save. She's already stressed out. I need proof. No, I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake to Mask. Warehouse camera. Hang on, let's look at the warehouse camera again. Wait. Oh, okay. Warehouse camera went off once at 1 a.m. Okay, Mask knocked at me out during the crime with a blow to the head. Photo of the storeroom entrance. Oh. I think I remember. Because I've done this before. Okay, wait.
is it? Okay, yeah, it's back here. Yeah, he's missing his signature. He's missing the emblem. Okay, I think it's this. I think we gotta use this.
Shebang! What is this evidence supposed to prove?
Oh, what? But, did I show the wrong thing?
Well, it proves someone here is a fake, all right. It proves that this lawyer is a fake.
What?
This is no time to be impressed. Think it over again.
No, no, no. I know I only lost 1 point on that one, but that's rude. I'm right. I know I'm right, but it was the wrong evidence. Hang on. It's gotta be that. Is it the picture? Okay, let's try it, because I swear this is it. Because, yeah, no, that wouldn't help us. Well, we would be saying that Ron is Mask to Mask at that point, and I don't think that's what we're trying to do. Okay. I really feel strongly about proving that he's missing the thing. He's missing the thing. The face emblem. Okay, let's try this one. If this doesn't work... Okay, thank goodness. I was gonna say, I was like, I'm gonna look at the walkthrough if I have to. But I swear. Okay, so we got it though.
The proof is right here.
See, I should have been able to prove with the poster. But I see it, okay, I get it.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us what's so particular.
Clicky, 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 clicky.
It's right here, of course. You mean mask to mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The thing that you wouldn't let Grezy use as evidence?
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed! We need to retreat at once! I love the judge. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see it now. But the mask in the security camera photo... Ah, he has no brooch! That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Mask to Mask is a fake! I've been fooled again! Order! It's true, undeniably true. Let's forget the fact it could have just fallen off or something, because maybe he didn't want the cape on and maybe he took the brooch off, but it's undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Gadoo, you deserve some blame in this too.
Yeah, finally, somebody else getting the blame and not just Gumshoe. They let him put this evidence in here.
How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? It's huge! The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? That's Master Mask's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean the Ami Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket.
Oh, it's Cactus! Hello, Punch Cactus, how are you? Oh my goodness gracious indeed! It's good to see you, how are you? Take a moment to sip some water. I hope my attempt at Godot is alright. I want to give him the cool, deep voice I know he deserves, but I can't do that. So hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, but I hope everybody is doing well so far, by the way. Not just Punch, but I hope that you are doing well, Punch, because it's been a while since I've seen you. Alright. Putting that evidence in your pocket? Sure.
After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
No, I promise you haven't been bad at noticing. I have definitely been streaming less regularly, for sure. I was trying to do once a week, and then that was kind of fumbling, and I was maybe only doing it once every, 2 weeks or 3 weeks sometimes. So no stress. You have not missed me by, being unobservant or anything. I am, however, hoping to try to really stick with the one. Hello, Moonly. To you too. But I really am hoping to stick to the 1 day a week at least method, because I do like streaming. I have fun with it, and I have things I want to play and things I want to finish. But I just keep getting so tired and lazy. I'm just no, I just want to sleep. I just want to lie down. Or I just want to draw. And I'm not necessarily hugely comfortable streaming art. I did it once and I did like it, so I could do it again, but I always talk myself out of it because I get nervous and self-conscious and stuff. But anyway. Hopefully I can stick to the at least once a week thing, because with 2 long-term games, this one and Danganronpa, I want to finish these. I love these games, and I want to finish them and show them. But yeah, it's good to see you too. What have you been up to? Anything fun? And Moonly, if you're still here, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing something fun as well. Okay. But I'm glad that we can all be here together to see Godot and listen to Godot's music, because as Revenant said, it is pretty great. And so Punch, you're saying same. Thought about doing an art stream, but it's such a hassle. Also imposter syndrome. Yeah, I feel that. I totally get it. For me, my thing is, I do a lot of sketchy. I sketch a lot when I'm drawing, and I'm not good at getting things looking great right away. And so that makes me feel really self-conscious. It takes me sometimes a good minute before things start to look good. And I guess having people watch me during that process of when things look jank makes me feel really weird, and I'm no, don't look at me, don't look at me now. And it just makes me all nervous, and I know that I shouldn't be nervous about it. I know no one would say anything or be mean to me about it, and maybe even seeing that process would make other people feel more comfortable. But yeah, I that's a big part of why I don't, and I totally get that 100%. But you know what's not a hassle? Godot. I mean, actually, he is a huge hassle. He's a thorn in our side right now, but at least he's pretty chill about it. So he's a chill hassle, so that's good.
This guy is one cool customer. So that's what I was just saying.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Wait, what?
Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rhonda Light's fingerprints.
I was gonna say, what in the heck are you talking about, Godot?
What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? What? We probably should have brought that up sooner. Order! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. You mess with Godot. He's a Twitter user. Nice. And you get burned. Punch this Godot guy with this Scott Summers looking Triclops looking ass. Yeah, that mask does make you think of like Cyclops. Yeah. He absolutely does look like a Cyclops from X-Men. Cyclops meet Triclops. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. Aw, Gummy! It doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness to the courtroom. Rev, wait, Gumshoe's been up there this whole time. Yeah, he wasn't really shown that much. Yeah, I don't know either how he's still employed, but I am glad that he is. One of my gripes from the future games that I have not played yet, but Ergo has, and so I know this from Ergo. Gumshoe does not show up at all in those games, like, really. And that breaks my heart, because he's so good. He's such a good guy. He's such a puppy dog, and I love him. Even if he is incompetent, it doesn't matter. He deserves to be in the games. So rude, future Phoenix Wright games. Rude. Anyway. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? All right, let's see if I can kind of remember what I did for Luke at me here. I think it was mostly just theatrical. That's not Goro Akechi the fuck. 1 second is 1 drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Safari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Oh my god, he's a fortune teller! Let's see, they lied to me and said the ace detective would show up. Right? Waluigi wannabe with that nose. Rev, you're on fire! And see, also with me and my Danganronpa self here, I'm like, oh, the ace detective, you know, that would be, what is it, Kirigiri in the first game, right? Yeah. Anyway. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, sir, prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look At Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair.
They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on the security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is... slander! Rude. We can all make fun of Gumshoe because we know him and we love him, but you're not allowed to. No. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? Convenient. There must be some sort of reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Oh, I will. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask to Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I failed to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of only ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Mask to Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Well, very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I want to know where he got that monocle. There should really be more Phoenix Wright merchandise. Like, I've only ever seen the attorney and prosecutor pins, and then like some t-shirts. Like most of the stuff I have found has like been fan-made, and then there's like, of course, the games. Hang on, I am legit curious. I am going onto the interwebs right now. Pardon me, walkthrough. I need to look at something else. Grezy needs to see. Does Luke Atme's monocle exist? I bet somebody like made it for a cosplay and it's not like an official licensed product. Shopping, let's look at that. No. Missed opportunity. Of course, we've got figurines and stuff. Like, I'm not about to say I don't love those because I do love those and I want all of them. But I want some like character specific merch. You know what I mean? Like, get me a monocle that looks like that. Opportunity missed. Capcom. All right, anyway. Oops, no, wait, I forgot what I'm doing. I got really distracted. Okay. Press.
So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too.
Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before.
Precisely! That is precisely why I chose not to hide that night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case... Okay, Master Mask. Dancingly descended. From where exactly? Also nice use of alliteration. Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, that dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Dunce. Burn! You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. It's not very solid as far as testimonies go. And I mean, we've had many cases now where people have been wearing a suit. It's usually the steel samurai suit, and it's like, well, we can't prove who's in there, you know? I'm just saying, mask doesn't really help you. However, fortunately, I have my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with this photo? Nope. Oh, sorry, I was just drinking my coffee. Forget the head shake there. Good, let's continue with the testimony. I guess he really did mean no. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Actually, yeah, we have. Well, actually, yeah, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory, too.
You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. Oh, burn!
The burns are coming out today.
He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then... About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying.
I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during these 30 minutes? Did you have a good dream? Sounds like you were napping. No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time was truly vanished into the ether. Got a nap. Just what was he going on about?
There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
It does, you're right, and I think even I remember which one that is.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Bum bum bum!
Okay. Let's see. Oops. Wrong button, but I don't think it really matters. Okay. Okay. No, not that. Nope. Mask to mask. Okay, Damask knocked Acme out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head with this. What is this do? Oh! Looks like it was torn off some clothing. This is probably... Oh, because if I remember right... Like, not to be spoilery here, because again, I've played this before. I think, if I remember the connecting dots correctly, this is supposed to indicate that there was a struggle. And so this should indicate that there was a fight. And that Luke Atme wouldn't have just immediately gone unconscious. I think. So we're going to go for that. I'm not even going to bother saving, because I will probably only lose 1 hit point anyway, if that isn't right. But let's find where we need to use it on. Fierce blow to my noble head. Yeah, that was with that thing that in the previous stream of this, I was calling it the Shushu Shudio because that's what my friend calls it, because she had a hard time pronouncing it too. But last stream, we figured out how to pronounce it. And I'm blanking on what the actual word is. I know I can look at the court record and see it again. So we'll see if I actually can remember how to pronounce it this time. But if I can't, forgive me. I'll just come up with the funny name again. But anyway, okay. Okay, it's probably this one. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Rather convenient, that.
Objection!
Am I right?
Ha! Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Mask Damask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Damask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. I don't know about that. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security that night. You, Detective Atney. Detective Atney, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. It's every day in this courtroom, but I mean, hey, still a serious crime. No, wait, just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely. Indeed, it is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask Damask? Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. It's no biggie. That can't be good. Let's keep pressing. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Can I save? Usually it'll let you go back anyway, but just in case. Let's ask about the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioning ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting, infrared, and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, sir lawyer? Not yet. Let's go back to that. Okay, okay, what should I ask? About the computer. That guy with this Oswald Cobblepot looking penguin looking ass. I love that description of Atme. That is beautiful. Yes. Yes. Very good. Let's ask about the computer.
That's also very good.
So, did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me! In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? Do you not like my big eyeball?
Right? Ask him if he really deserves that monocle. I know, right? I want it. I want the big monocle that makes my eye look big because it's a magnifying glass. I want it. Okay.
What does that mean? Discombobulated. Young people these days, they really irritate me. Only knowing the words lit and fam and, I don't know what other words. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
No, I've forgotten. What was I saying? That's not lit.
It's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Ah, don't be mean to the senile.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was hiding by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about... Okay. I need to take a moment. Hang on. Let me put my hair up. Get my thinking face on here. Take a sip of water. Let's see if I remember. Shito. Shito. Is that what we said last time? I feel like that's not like what we said last time. Shishishito. Okay. I don't care if that's it. We're going with it because I think I can say it. Shishishito.
So he is talking about the Shishishito.
God. I'll watch my other playthrough again and hear how I pronounced it, and I'll be like, God dang it. Oh well, who cares? I mean, I care, but either way, it's fine. And Cactus, what were you saying? So these kids today with their MTV and their Pac-Man video games, they got an attention span that can only be measured in nanoseconds. True facts. Which honestly, my attention span, it's so-so. Could be better.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? This is getting juicy. A trajectory device. Oh, I already read that. My bad.
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, in college I was second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask to Mask. This guy is a real piece of work.
Can you tell us more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the atomy fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded. At me fighting style. Again, it'll probably let me ask both, but just in case. Because I do want to hear about both. You were blinded by the light? So what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
The statue of Ami Faye, I'm guessing.
Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah? What is it?
This Luke Atney guy is definitely hiding something.
But what?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective.
Okay. One more. Let's find out about the, Okay. Let's ask about the Atney fighting style. We all gotta learn that one.
What is the Atney fighting style? I'm sorry, but that is a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the Atney fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about the testimony?
Well, I mean, if we're presented with the option, it must be very important.
Of course it's important. You've learned a detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Okay, so I feel like this, usually when there's something added, this is the thing. This is the one we need. So, put your back against the wall, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Okay, so, let's go over some stuff here real quick again. Oh! It was moved! It was moved! The night of the crime, it was moved! Was that it? Oh, that might be it. That might be it. I think that's it. Oh, wait! I back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. This says the back of the head. Is that relevant? Like, right? Is that... Because, I mean, if his back is against the wall, someone can't go up there and hit you in the back of the head, right? I mean, maybe to the side, I guess? I'm gonna try it, but I do think that this is relevant. Anyway, let's just try it. Let's just try it. I got it.
Detective Atney, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. Oh yeah, first try. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere beside the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind? Wait a minute! But just now, you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
I mean, you probably could, I guess, because you were hit in the head, so there might be some issue with memory loss. But he said he didn't have memory loss because he has big brains, so I guess that's not possible for him. Anyway.
It seems I made another mistake. No, Detective Atney, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. You said, that's wrong. This is some good smelling coffee. Smells good every time I sniff it. Also, to err is human, to forgive, divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atme is no ace detective. That Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is mask to mask. Gotta be that one. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually mask to mask. Hang on, this music is always a bop. I gotta turn it up. Ooh, doo-doo-doo. Oh, heck yeah. Okay.
Order in the court! Everyone stop jamming! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a...
Nope. Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, mask to mask.
But, Mr. Wright, in this photo, it clearly shows mask to mask. This security camera belongs to Lord Taylor's department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. He then simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness? Demastimo is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? My goodness, this is the fastest trial in history.
Nick, now's your chance. Now's your chance.
Oh, Nino Cooney. Anyway, yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assumed the thief's identity... Godot Blend number 102. My personal favorite.
Mr. Godot?
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But, Mr. Godot, Miss Wright has made some very strong points, and I
will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. We are saving, because it sounds like that's going to be a very big penalty.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. With all that coffee dripping on your face, clean it up already. Gosh, we don't want anyone tripping. This court would also like to see this decisive proof you have, and quickly.
Huh? Oh, phew, it's a good thing I clean up fast. Yes. What's the big rush?
Are you alright, Nick? Shouldn't you have like third-degree burns?
Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? Of course you can. Hang on. We're saving again. So we don't have to be too far away. Okay. The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atme is in fact mask to mask is right here. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Very well then. Let's see what you've got. Please present proof that Mask to Mask is actually Mr. Look at Me.
Oh shoot, I thought a bit wrong because I was thinking about how... God dang it. I was thinking about Ron in his wallet. Ah. Oops. Hopefully, this is correct. Oh wait, blackmail letter. Oh, it might be this. Hang on. Yeah, if you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring 50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Yes, this is it. I was not wrong. I was backwards, but I was not wrong. That it was here all along. I had it. I have it. We have it.
Take that!
Here's your proof.
Wait, is this not it? The music's not going away. It's not going away.
Looks to me like Mr. Wright is still a mite sleepy.
No! What? But the diamond. I thought I had it. No, I don't want your special blend.
No thanks, I'm fine, really.
Meh. Do we have evidence that proves Luke at me is Mask to Mask? Court record. Let's take a look. The warehouse camera went off once at 1 a.m. at the night of the crime. Could it be that? Because if the warehouse camera only went off once, that means that only one person was there, right? Is that it? Oh, I'm gonna try that. Because the only thing I can think of as to why it cannot be, like, or why it would be that we don't have it, is because we don't have the actual urn in question. The urn is still missing, but I don't really think that that would do it. Okay, so here, I'm gonna say it is right here. Okay, as usual. Come prepared. We do. We're prepared. We're ready. We got it. Let's see what you got. Okay. Oh, dang it. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Has it been yet to be found? Hang on. Let me just take a quick look at the walkthrough to find out if we have it or if we don't have it. I'm not necessarily going to look to see what it is yet if we do have it. I just want to find out if we actually do not have it. Okay. Okay, it is has yet to be found. Okay. Oops.
Proof, of course, I've got nothing. Just what I thought. Slurp, slurp. A man has yet to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
So, you come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further... Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
That's...
The sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn!
Order! You, madam! That urn! Where did you find it?
you'll never believe it. I was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Luke Atme.
Oh, Dizzy, you're the best!
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme?
Yeah.
Anyway, even you are not going to have a hard time weaseling out of this, or even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You are still denying that Mr. Atme was involved?
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Her name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct? Yes. What about it? How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Ms. Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now. Look at my gloves. I'm like Mickey Mouse over here. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Objection! Hello, Moon. How are you? I hope that you are doing well today. And welcome. Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back from his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn.
Me! It's me! Because I touched it. I remember that.
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? That's right, Moon. Take that!
Hey, Nick, come on. Open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
And don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside.
What?
You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. That was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look even more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. This blend, Godot Blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. Yeah. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Masked Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
One of my favorite Ace Attorney freakouts. It's great.
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, as I do many times, besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not as right as what I'm really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief, I tell you! So do it! Pronounce me guilty, please! I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. I mean, you've been doing it a lot, but don't keep doing it. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea of what you mean. If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick.
It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
I bet his wife is in the, back going, "What are you doing?"
Okay then. Talk. We are all listening. Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm actually not Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. That's my brooch. I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial is taken. But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, right? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Wright's like, no.
Okay.
You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons.
With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Sidetrack. Let's do it. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife?
Well, first of all, I don't think she believed me anyway. And second, if there's one thing Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving?
Well, Desi's crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
So you have a complicated family situation after all.
All right, that's enough. Please continue. I beg of you.
I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy.
Hey, now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway?
Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim, for a change.
Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already.
I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask.
Well, I guess if we had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we?
For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy.
Yep, I do have that. I know what it is. Let's just keep on clicking.
You've got no alibi.
I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first I've ever heard of a defendant bragging about having no alibi. It's wacky!
Actually, I think I do need this one.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse.
And hello! How are you, Sir Eakin? Or is it Eichen? Welcome to the chat. And it is going grand. I am enjoying myself as usual when I play this game.
It is always such a delight. Ron Delight. I did that sort of on purpose. And I'm glad you're doing good. I am also doing great. Like I said, anytime playing this game is always good. Always enjoy myself some Ace Attorney. Let's see. Phoenix is saying, hold on. Hold on to what?
What is it, Nick?
Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but...
You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh, I have the evidence.
I like his stance. I like his, like, I do. I like his confident little stance there. It always makes me smile.
Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Angry is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry.
So that's what I thought. I thought he looked more confident, too.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court the evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime.
Found in KB Security Building. There we go.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes, it does. I lost it. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice you'd lost your wallet? Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went for dinner. This wallet was at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious? Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No! When I see KB Security, I think of KB Toys. That was a place that existed. It might actually still exist. I don't know. It might have gone away. I can't remember if it was like all defunct or like everywhere, or if it just like kind of went out of business in certain places. But anyway.
So, if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken you 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee! Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. All right, I'll try. I'll do it. I will.
He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist.
Planted it there? He's really reaching now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO's office. No! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Is this stupid kid? Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. Now I feel really stupid. So also when people watch the VOD of this later, they'll notice, probably before I did, that when I was trying to use this for evidence for something else, it clearly says KB Security at 1 a.m. and not, you know, the warehouse. Whoopsies! Well, now I know especially why it was wrong. But yeah, that's it. That's the one. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Oh, that's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, basically it says bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right. Time to just nuke the VOD, destroy the evidence. Hey, I mean, if I was going to do that, I would have done that before with the Five Nights at Freddy's playthrough I did one time, where I kept saying one direction. I can't remember which direction it was. It might have been right. But I kept saying, oh, I've got to watch the right door. I've got to watch the right door. As I proceeded to look at the left door the entire time I said it. Every single time I said right, I was actually clicking on the left. It was really embarrassing. It was one of those. Whichever direction it was the opposite. So yeah, I would have nuked that one out of existence already too. But hey, you know what? We all goof up. We all make little flubs. That's what makes Scuff streams fun. Just fun. It's more fun that way. It makes you feel smarter at the end of the day too, right? You know, anybody listening might make you feel better. So we'll go with that. Anyway.
It certainly sounds like blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security CEO's office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. No!
As he angrily chugs his coffee.
Order! Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Dodo blend number 107 impresses me a lot more.
I thought it was too bitter.
What are you trying to say? You say that the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate this CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There is someone else who can testify. This is the one person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. Our good buddy,
Larry Butts!
Who is this useless-looking young man that I've seen many trials before and still don't recognize? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked that out blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at the KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. Yup, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this key card's data.
I love intentional spit takes like that. It's always great.
Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Boulard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
Oh, I also just realized I think I was trying to use that list of times during the part with Luke at me. Whoopsies! And then Ekin, gotta admit that I never personally played these games, but everything I've seen now makes me want to. Oh, I highly recommend it. I absolutely highly recommend it. This game series is so much fun. I discovered it, or I discovered that joy myself playing it back in, was it 2019? Like, I think I started playing in, like, the latter end of, like, 2019, because I know that I ended up finishing the game, like, this trilogy that I'm playing now, in 2020, because I was in quarantine when I played it. But anyway, it was such a fun time. The characters are all so good. They're so engaging. It's just such a great series. And you've seen some stuff, it sounds like. So, I'm sure you can see it, as you say yourself, you want to now. I highly recommend it. As somebody who has played this game more than once, it is worth it. So worth it. But yeah, anyway. Let me know if you do.
Rhonda Light was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime.
Right. The Ace Attorney virus spreads. And it's the best kind. The fun kind.
Rondelite was clearly in the office of the KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick!
That's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Again! Besmirching him with the title of thief. Again!
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Rondelite, not guilty. Mannequin's shortest trial ever! I mean, this isn't a tutorial, so it is definitely the shortest trial ever. We usually don't end these things in one go. Court is now adjourned!
Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself.
Nicky boy! No, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Oh, Pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who's this woman?
No, she's nobody. She's just,
He could have just said it's Ron's wife.
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya! You should be ashamed of yourself!
No! She slapped me.
Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
No, you got it all wrong!
I'll never forgive you.
Ow! A double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We've got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught.
You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky boy here.
But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? Ugh, but I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about the blues, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Boulard was discovered.
Cain Boulard? Where have I heard that name before?
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security?
Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Rondelite was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting the blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rondelite was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was the murderer. He was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true.
But I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
And right, the plot does thicken, and it is a bit of a mild escalation for sure. Just a wee bit.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Yeah, Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next?
True. What will happen next? I guess we'll have to find out next time. Booyah! Wait, of course I'm gonna save. Gotta save. Okay. But I think that will do it for today. That's a great cliffhanger to leave on. Like I said before, I'm going to try really hard to at least do one stream a week. So if I go back and forth between this series and Danganronpa 2, next week we should go to Danganronpa 2, and then the week after we should go to Ace Attorney. If for some reason I end up being amazing and can do 2 streams in 1 week, well then we might just get there sooner. But if anything, we'll at least have to find out what's going to happen to our good friend Ron Delight in at least 2 weeks. I believe in myself. I think we can do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stream more. That's what I'm going to say. And what I'm also going to say is it's now time to find someone to raid. 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 I don't know why that happened. Don't know why that happened. Well, why? Don't know why that happened. Well, what's happening? Why are things echoing? 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 What's happening? Oh. I'm using chat to avoid echo. I'm using chat to avoid echo. I'm using chat to avoid echo. I'm using chat to avoid echo.